Melody. So excited to be on the show. It's Afternoon Delight.
Okay, but it's breaking news.
Uh-huh.
And I'm giving it to you straight. I'm giving it to you firm.
Why straight?
Whoa.
Ugh.
And I'm giving it to you right now.
As
Ooh.
Look into my eyes. We have decided that the Afternoon Delight will be no more.
Period.
Period. Clutch your pearls, people.
Oh, my God. People love the show.
The show is staying, but the show is becoming the second half of your morning.
Oh, how fun.
So get this, people. At 9 a.m., we are going to be live with our morning show.
9 a.m.
What did we call it? It will be business in the front.
Yeah.
But wait, party in the back.
Oh, I love that.
At 10 a.m., the Delight Train is coming to railroad you from 10 to 11. So we are going 2 hours nonstop starting tomorrow morning.
You're going to ride hard and go home wet, baby. Yeah.
Oh,
my.
my.
Is that too butch?
Wow.
Is that too butch?
Wow.
I was just trying to blend with all the breeders in the room.
What? Okay.
But this is exciting.
It is exciting.
Extra hour. This is going to be nice. From 9 to 11, you got us here locked and loaded, boo-boo. Yes, excited. Yeah.
And if we want to be honest, I will take the blame for this. I cannot keep driving down here in the afternoons. I have things. I am busy. And at least one of us on the show has other things in their lives
Isn't
other
that
than
something.
other than
The
this.
only thing that's a part of my life is the show. So.
But no, but seriously, we really think that coming together in the mornings and sharing your mornings with you from 9 to 11, we're pumped, we're excited about it. Adalway agreed.
I agreed.
Okay, Davey agreed. It was
Melanie's good.
Yeah, I think everybody for the first time agreed.
Yeah.
And we're
You guys know me. In like
for
3
the
days, I'm
That's
going to
for the
have
Nats.
a whole other opinion, but we'll
I have
see.
a stopper on my straw for the Nats.
okay. Is there a way to get a close up?
The gnats are unreal. They got
So the gnats in our studio are so disgusting. Davey is now stuffing his straw.
Davey, that's smart. There was 5 in my coffee. I had to stop drinking coffee.
Exactly, see?
Same over here.
Yeah.
I drank it though.
I
Yeah.
drank it too.
Okay, I
It's
just
like
wanted to be
protein.
honest.
Yeah. I mean, those farmers reports, I definitely grew something.
The amount
know,
of
right?
bugs that I've
You know
swallowed since my time at Sunny TV.
It's good for the whole immune system.
But my hair's never been so shiny.
Okay. But yeah, so this is exciting. So
I'm pumped, yeah.
this will be our last 5 p.m.er.
I'll see you later.
But you can join us, and of course, you can always replay. You don't have to be here live. That's the great thing about the interwebs. You can come and see us whenever you want. Back door's always open.
One leg on the dresser.
That's right. So good afternoon, Sunny. So glad that you could be here with us today.
Yeah, we have a great show packed up. We got Addie back in studio.
Yay.
So excited. Shout out Mel. She did a great job.
Yeah, but Addie brought us back some, can you pronounce it the right way?
Wiki-Watchy.
Wiki-Watchy.
Yeah.
Guys, Wiki-Watchy was amazing.
Tell us, just give me us a little deet.
Oh my gosh. So their mermaid shows are so fun. Like
Yeah.
you're sitting underground looking into the spring while literal mermaids dance and twirl, and there's a story. And I mean, you guys, I made a whole video.
Oh my God.
I'm very excited
Wait,
to
there's a
air it and
story?
show it and share it.
They
Yes,
tell a
I
story?
watched Ariel, the story of Ariel. And Ariel herself was in this water right in front of my very eyes.
Was King Triton there?
No.
Or Prince Eric. Maybe
But Prince, the Prince was there, and they even come out of the spring, and right in front of your very eyeballs on stage, they are like, their hair's wet because they literally were just mermaids because she grows legs. Yes.
So she goes through
And so
this.
she comes to the stage and they dance and have that whole moment. It's
So
so
Ursula
cool.
involved or no?
Ursula involved.
Ooh,
Mind
that's my
blown.
queen.
And like
Mind
it's
blown.
so insane. I have this great video to share with you guys.
Oh my
Can't
gosh.
wait to see this.
You
Yeah.
kept it
And I
under
have-
wraps, too.
I
You
have,
haven't
like-
even give us a tidbit.
I enjoyed my trip, so I didn't give anyone any tidbits. yet.
Yeah.
But I have all these clips for. I'm gonna make social media reels of
Okay.
it, and I have a whole long form video about how to visit Wiki-Watchy if you want to visit.
Oh, I
that's
love
super
that.
cute.
It's like, you know, the tips and tricks, what you should do
What
when you
was the
get
drive?
there, what to bring.
Yeah.
It was 3.5 hours.
3.5, okay.
So it's a little bit of a ways, but you're on the Gulf, so that's very cool. You're on the rivers and the springs of the Gulf.
Oh, Gulf men are so different. Yeah.
Oh my God.
They are, right?
Davey.
See?
At our Airbnb,
Okay.
we were literally the people that it was a shared thing. There's an upstairs and a downstairs,
Yeah.
both beautiful, but some other party or whatever came, and they were all men. and they were from Michigan.
Oh.
My people.
They were.
He's a Michigan 10.
They were the most gentlemanly men.
Oh my god!
Like, let me tell you, we rolled our cooler out to the truck when we were loading up to leave, and we were like, oh, we're all gonna have to work together to lift this cooler. Like, it's heavy. We're just some
my
girls.
people.
Oh, no.
We go out there, and the cooler was already in the truck, without any even need for like a. Like, he didn't even show us that they didn't show us even that they did it. You know,
Wow.
that's
Amazing.
the kind of people they were. When we woke up, all the kayaks and canoes that we had used were put up.
See?
When we got there, they put a motor on our canoe
Oh
for
my
us
gosh.
so that we didn't have to oar anymore.
You got some butch queens in this group. Yes.
Wow.
This is
True
amazing.
Michigan 10s.
I was like, you guys are the best people ever. Like, this is why I'm like, this is what I live for. Like,
Did you get names and details so we can stalk later?
no, I didn't.
Dang it,
Oh,
Addie, come
Addie.
on.
All I know is they're here because they work for FEMA.
Okay.
Oh,
So that's
Gosh.
something.
That is something.
We can find them.
We can find them
So
on
you're
FEMA.
going to just call FEMA up? I'm looking for 4 Michiganders.
Tens.
Help.
They're
I need
all
these
Michigan 10s.
I need Will and Mac.
Yeah, Will and Matt.
Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Oh, you have actual names, first names?
I do.
Oh, we
Oh,
we
we
got
could
this.
totally find
We got
this.
this. Yeah,
This
we
is
got
so
this. Yeah,
easy.
they're very easy.
Oh, we
child.
got
Yeah.
this.
Shout out to
Okay.
those gentlemen. You guys were so awesome. If somehow, some way you
Okay.
watch this, thank you so much for everything.
Absolutely.
Wow. Well,
Amazing.
there you have it.
I love it.
So we do have some celebrity tea today. You guys get to be the judge on Is This News?
Oh my God! We also have pop culture quiz today, and back in studio, of course, Addie's Reddit rundown with Let's Unpack This. Don't forget the best part of the show: Smash, Marry, and Ghost Boo.
I know it's going to be all those Michiganders.
Yeah, but don't forget, text the word Sunny to 904-227-4422 so you can stay connected to all things Sunny, Boo.
That's right. And our socials have officially changed. On the gram, it is Sunny TV Network. On Facebook, it's Sunny TV. And on the Titty Talk, it's also Sunny TV. So now you can find us because
Yeah,
this
so
guy
ignore
petitioned.
that overlay, y'all. It's not even right.
It's okay. We're going to have those fixed.
Yeah. For the 9 o'clock hour starting tomorrow.
Probably not. But at some
Okay.
point in the future,
Really
things will be
soon.
fixed.
Really soon, guys.
Yeah.
Really soon.
If really soon were a time, it'd be within the next 27 to 57 business days.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alex, wherever you are, Alex.
Yes.
We don't know where Alex is,
Alex
actually.
is in DC, and Alex got to see Simone Biles at the conference he's at, and I'm so jelly.
Wow.
I'm like,
gosh.
take
Did
some
he?
B-roll, bro. Send
She's
it my way.
Iconic.
I love her.
You didn't get
does.
anything?
Not yet, but
Come on,
they have
Alex.
the event hasn't started. I think she's a keynote speaker, so we'll
Oh my
see.
God, get a selfie, Alex.
Yeah, she got married, what, a couple years back?
Yes,
Yeah.
and they're so cute,
They
and
are
she's so
cute.
short.
She
I love
is.
how short the gymnasts are. Sean
know.
Johnson and her husband, they're also really cute.
Their
like,
booties are like little cheeseburgers.
yeah.
All right. Well, welcome to the afternoon show where celebrities are splitting, cheese is rolling, and 57-year-old women, a 57-year-old woman proved TSA is just a decoration.
Oh, that sounds nice. Hey, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce dropped $400 on a dinner in West Palm Beach wearing designer everything and giving just enough PDA to break Instagram once again. Somewhere a Swiftie mom is already monogramming a wedding napkin.
I
It's my
don't-
mom, actually.
I don't know what's going to happen when it happens, but it's going to explode the interwebs.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The proposal.
When they get proposed.
When it happens, because it's going to happen.
That's a tough one. Can you imagine the pressure of being Travis right now?
I think he can handle
No,
it.
I don't think it's. I
'Cause
think
he's a man.
He probably has a whole team on it. Like, what are we gonna do?
Oh, total, bro.
PR guys. What's the move?
Yeah.
How can?
Is
Did you
that
guys
your
see?
Travis Kelce voice that you just did?
What are we gonna do?
He can just go pull right up to
Did you guys
Tiffany's,
see
baby.
how Kanye
Yeah.
proposed to Kim?
Yeah. No.
No.
It was in France or something, in a stadium thing.
France?
Like, basically, she thought she was just there for like a concert or something, and it was a concert. But then in the middle of it became just her proposal. Like,
Oh,
who
no.
cares?
I did
It was
not see
cool. It was a
that.
big deal,
my
basically,
gosh.
and it was like honestly kind of out of this world. But I'm like, Travis Kelce needs to do something better than that.
I hope it's super quiet. I hope he just asks her.
What if it's already happened?
And I hope it's a solitaire, and I hope it's the size of her head, and I just
hope
wish them
two
well.
rings. We want her to have 2 rings, just like what's his No Talent yesterday. What was his name?
Oh, Robin Thicke.
Yeah, 2 rings, important. Kim K obviously got robbed in Paris, right?
Yeah.
Did not
Yeah.
bring the engagement ring to Paris that time.
So you're saying that people get an engagement ring, and then with their
like a
band, they
promise
also
ring.
get
Yeah.
another ring?
I
Yeah.
think that's brilliant.
It's like a promise.
I always-
everyday ring.
I always believe more rings. You know?
Yeah, I love it.
More rings.
Do you
Charlotte
realize
Hurdles.
more rings means more money, right?
Yeah, it's
more
fine.
money, more rings.
More
love, more money,
problems.
more honey,
More
honey.
problems. I'm here for it. That's fine.
I think
Right.
So wait a minute. I'm pretty broke and I have a lot of problems.
I was
Do you
gonna
think
say,
if I got
think that's
more
a
money?
myth that rich people want you to believe so that you don't want the money.
I think it is too, because I got a lot of problems and a little money.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh, money doesn't buy you happiness.
I think I could
Yeah, I'm pretty
try.
sure if I was on a yacht in France, I'd be pretty happy.
You'd be in a better mood.
Yeah.
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 San Tropez all the way.
They got to get the Leonardo DiCaprio to take you on a boat.
Yeah, he probably
Yes,
can.
I'm working on it.
She's fits
He
the
would.
mold.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
for me too.
He would take you on a boat. You're 25.
Yeah.
You are prime time
Leo!
Leonardo DiCaprio meet.
Give me a call.
All right.
too.
Yep. Nope. Meanwhile, Kelly Clarkson might be done with her talk show after 2026. Staffers are spiraling. NBC is scrambling. And is Hoda Kotb coming?
What? I love a Hoda moment.
I don't know.
I hope that happens.
We'll see.
And it sounds like Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones are living separate lives. She's busy thriving, he's busy retiring, and their PR team is busy saying absolutely nothing.
Crickets. Is it happening? Is it not happening? They've been married a while.
Yeah, they have. They had a big agreement.
Yeah. Dorothy Hoffner Scott was skydiving at 104.
104 years old.
Yeah, the world's oldest skydiver on record. Okay.
Wow.
And then she passed away.
No, did
Yeah.
she really?
Yep.
Do you
Not
think-
during skydiving, to be
Oh.
clear.
Do you
Okay.
think it was one of those things where like the last thing she wanted to do was that, and then she felt finally like she could just let go because she did it?
We'll get into it, but it's actually quite a peaceful story.
Oh, that sounds fun, though. It must have been like a lifelong dream. That's so cute. Hey, and
I'm excited.
Gloucestershire.
Gloucestershire, yep.
Gloucestershire, thousands gathered to chase cheese down a death trap of a hill. 2 people won, several knees were out, and honestly, dairy has never looked more aggressive.
Yeah, it's pretty aggressive in general, if you ask my bowels.
Bro, I'd wrestle for some cheese.
And finally, Svetlana Dali boarded a Delta flight to Paris without a ticket midair. They caught her.
Jeez, obviously.
Yikes.
Yeah, she's got some interesting moves there.
Yeah.
Let's dive into this before somebody calls a wheel of brie into the studio.
Oh,
Can't
I
wait.
wish. I love brie. All right, so should I give the quiz today?
Oh, how about it?
Should I do the quiz today? Are you
Yeah.
going to know what people were buying in the 90s? Let's
Maybe.
see. All right, let's
I'm
see.
a 90s baby. I was born in 99.
That's not okay.
I was rebirthed in 99.
Yeah.
Does that count?
I remember that, the rebirth.
It was amazing.
It was the same hospital as me.
America.
Okay.
All right.
Which tiny digital pet had kids panicking during math class because it needed to be fed?
I know
Was
the
it a
answer.
Beanie Baby, a Tamagotchi, a Furby, or a Gia Pet?
Ooh.
B, Tamagotchi.
You are
Boom.
correct. It was the
Nice.
Tamagotchi.
I had a Tamagotchi.
My sister, too. Had to have it. Yeah.
Did you?
I had 2, and I would. Those things are hard to take care of. Let me tell you
They
what.
all died.
They all died.
They all
they
died.
really?
They all died.
Oh, I
don't
didn't know that.
Nobody could keep the Tamagotchi alive. It was a sham.
Now they're all dead in a landfill,
Wow.
probably.
Well, then they'll be
Speaking
there
of-
forever.
Yeah.
The Furby was one of those answers on that list.
Yeah,
But I loved a Furby
They
moment.
yeah,
they're super cute.
Yeah. What collectible plush toy brand launched in '93 and had grown adults investing like it was stock? Oh, this was a real deal. Was it the Pound Puppies, the Trolls, the Beanie Babies, or the Lisa Frank animals?
C. Beanie Babies.
That is correct. I bet you had the Princess Diana bear.
I was not the Beanie Baby collector in our family. Thank you very little.
You
it was
did-
my
wouldn't you?
sister who had the Princess Diana bear. She had no, I was a Garbage Pail Kid kind of guy. Like,
I was Garbage Pail Kids.
Loved Garbage Pail Kids. I have tons of them. I love them so much. Yeah.
Yes. I also had the Pound Puppies, though. I was not big into the Trolls.
No, the desktop trolls with the cute little.
Oh,
booty?
I
yeah.
love
Yeah,
the
me too.
Trolls.
I had the
Yeah.
wizard. He was.
But
so
I
cool.
think all those movies kind of ruined it for me. But I really like the little toys that I would see around.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
didn't know Lisa Frank sold the stuffed animals. Did she back then?
I don't know about them. I just know over the Trapper Keepers and
Yeah.
the folders and stuff. But I will tell you, the guy from I said this the other day on the show. The guy from Pound Puppies, he invented. He's from here. I didn't know that. Fernandina.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved a
Yes.
Pound Puppy.
They're the coolest place ever.
Isn't it amazing how?
Wow.
awesome
Can we get
art-
him in studio?
I would love to try.
Yeah.
Is he alive?
All right. Which scented stationery brand made school folders and Trapper Keepers a vibe in the 90s? We all know this one.
Yes.
San Reno, Schmenzel's, Lisa Frank, or Papyrus?
Lisa Frank.
Lisa Frank.
I did not know this one.
You did not
Oh.
have a Lisa Frank?
I feel like the name's familiar, but I don't know what that. Like,
It was
if I
all the
saw it, would I know it?
rainbow, unicorns, and dolphins on the
the
folders.
geometric shapes.
Yeah.
Everything was
God.
leopard
Bright
print.
colors.
All of that is like the opposite of what
So
I'm
you
into.
haven't seen the Hulu documentary on this? I have to
Oh,
send
it's
this to you.
good.
It's actually really good. Yeah.
my
Smencils
God.
were fun too, though, because they were the
know them.
pencils that smelled. Remember,
know
they
them.
all the
I
erasers.
do love
and the pen-
those. I
the
used to
Smencils,
collect
yeah.
all the quarters out of the couch I could to go buy those out of the machine at school.
Yeah.
I started smelling markers at a young age. and
All
that's,
right, not
okay,
the same
okay,
thing.
Sorry.
Which
Whoops.
popular shoe released in 1991 lets you pump air into the tongue for absolutely zero scientific reason? Not true. It made you jump
I
higher.
love pumping.
Was it Nike Air Max, LA Gear, Adidas Sambas, or Reebok Pumps?
Reebok pumps.
I also don't know this one.
Oh, you
at
gave
all.
up.
You didn't. You would
know,
pump the tongue, and then it would make you,
You
jump
would
higher.
feel like you physically as an individual, the user.
There's a basketball
Yeah.
on the tongue of the shoe, and you would pump it.
That
Yeah.
is so silly.
So that makes your ankles would feel like what it feel like when they're swollen. Yeah.
No, it didn't.
It was like a pumper.
That is a silly little thing. Well, how funny is that?
I had a pair of those. I did.
They were cool.
That's what I got on Guts. I got to keep the
Oh.
shoes.
Cool.
All right. Which home console introduced 3D gaming to the masses in 1996 and made kids forget about sunshine? Was it PlayStation, a Sega Dreamcast, the Nintendo 64, or the GameCube?
That's a tough one, actually.
Wait, yeah.
96.
Made kids forget about sunshine. Well, what's
So
the
like
beginning?
it was like they would wear the goggles, but I'm gonna go Nintendo 64.
GameCube.
It was
Who
the
was it?
Sega.
who
I'm
had
pretty
that?
sure.
I don't
it
even
was
know what
the
that is.
Sega.
That's weird.
Sega. It was the Sonic the Hedgehog people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or maybe it was PlayStation.
PlayStation.
I'll find out for sure at the end because
Okay.
it's at the bottom. But I'm pretty sure that that's what it was. Anyway, which flashy holographic trading cards had kids battling during recess and parents Googling Charizard? You guys know this.
Pokemon.
I'm going to guess C.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Magic the Gathering, Yugoji, Pokemon, or Garbage Pails. Pokemon.
I just don't understand the culture. Go ahead.
But Matthias still has Pokemon cards
I'm
in his
just-
room.
Matthias, did you play Pokemon Go? See, he's cool.
No, but he has Pokemon cards in his
People
room. He
did
swears are going to be.
Why are
Love
business on the
Pokemon
street
Go.
like
That game blew up. Pokemon,
Go.
I
it
never ever
was.
played
It
it.
was like a thing.
I didn't
Yeah.
understand. I never Pokemon went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Which fashion brand was all about logos, midriffs, and enough glitter to blind your gym teacher?
Oh my God.
Was it limited to, guess, wet seal, or all of the above?
Oh my God. All of the above.
All
of the above. Yeah.
I can't believe that there was a
Yes, Wet
store
Seal.
called Wet Seal, and we were all like 9 years old, like, Mom, take me to Wet Seal.
With like vinyl skirts
Yeah.
and like, oh my God.
Mom, I need it.
I can't believe Bebe is not on this one
Yeah.
either. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I had.
God, you guys
I had a
remember?
Bebe white with the black, the
Oh.
iconic Bebe shirt.
Iconic Bebe
Yeah,
shirt.
that was. But that was in
You
college.
still have it somewhere?
God no.
Oh, I wish you did.
No,
Golly.
no. Burn it to the ground. I couldn't even believe. I mean,
I know.
God.
Oh God, if it was reflecting, I would wear it.
and everything was reflecting.
Right.
What music format did we buy, scratch, and organize in massive zippered books for our cars?
Oh my gosh, right? This was before driving and text messages. CDs.
Yeah, was it vinyl, CDs, cassette tapes, or mini discs? Obviously, it
I
was.
guess CDs. Yeah.
You didn't have a car that had a CD player,
Dude,
did you?
I had a car that we would use cassette tapes.
Okay.
I wasn't raised by people with lots of money.
like little cassettes or the 8-track?
So we had the cassette with an aux cord sticking out.
Yeah, so you would
okay.
put that in and it would play the, yeah.
Your own
CD.
music.
God,
Yeah.
do you remember like driving? And this is really bad, but do you remember driving like you're trying
Forget
to find
that.
the CD?
I had the
Oh, wow.
MapQuest printed out because I didn't know where I was going, so I'd
Right.
have to read the directions off of paper to get to where I was going.
I remember all those times, man. That was crazy. I would used to be in the back seat trying to tell everyone what to go. Like, turn left, you missed it.
Hold on. It was the left on Schmarman Street.
You're
Wait.
not a good coach.
This is an
co-captain.
ink blob. What was the street?
Right?
Because you can't, I mean, I had just stacks of paper.
That is so funny. Oh my God, Harley Davidson, new sponsor.
What are we doing? Are they in the parking lot?
I feel like I'm
This
eating
seems
that
very
muffler.
close.
It's so loud.
Hi,
All right.
honey.
This is aggressive.
Daddy.
I'm a little worried.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
it's literally in the parking lot, it feels like.
All right, Daytona. Thank you.
There we go.
Jesus. All right.
Which snack shaped like little kangaroo pouches, was a lunchbox staple and weirdly addictive frosting dip.
So good.
Dunkaroos, Gushers, Fruit by the Foot, or handy snacks.
Fruit by the foot.
What the hell is a handy snack?
Oh, I've had a handy snack. It's like the pretzel sticks, and you put them in the cheese, and it was like a long,
those are pretty
and you
good.
pull them open, yeah.
Okay. So, but it's Dunkaroos.
God, Dunkaroos were so
I don't even know what that is.
So they were like chocolate cookie crackers, right?
Yeah, like little graham crackers, but they were like chocolate. Yeah.
But you dunk them in straight up frosting
Girl,
like a cake,
delicious.
like
Oh
cake
my
frosting.
God.
Delectable.
Sounds like diabetes.
It is.
Definitely.
But they still exist.
Do they really?
Yes.
Tell me when they're BOGO.
Tiffany, my friend Tiffany, was obsessed with them, and she got her hands on some Dunkaroos. I don't know where she got them, but I was like, "Girl, don't
That's
dunk your
interesting.
roux.
Yeah, don't
That
dunk
is
the roux.
definitely the beaties."
That's
Which fragrance brand launched body sprays like cucumber melon
Oh my God.
and sweet pea, making middle school hallways smell like botanical panic attacks?
Yeah, and if you were in high school during this time, this is when you had a cigarette and you covered it up with that cucumber melon. Yeah.
Okay, was it Calgon, Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, or Clinique?
Bath and Body Works.
Ding,
It
ding, ding,
was.
ding. Nice.
Do you know how many Bath and Body Works baskets Dave's had given me as gifts
No
from
way.
like high school?
What was your scent?
Cucumber melon, like everybody
that was you. You were
else.
that girl. Yes.
Yes.
It was a great smell. It
Yes.
was, definitely.
So let's see what the correct device was. I'll tell you right now. Oh, guys, it was
I was
Nintendo
in.
64.
I won.
You won for sure.
Oh, I'm so proud of myself.
Everything else was as such. I thought it was the Sega with the Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, no,
I was
no,
wrong.
no. Oh,
All
that
right.
is so fun.
And,
All right. Well,
and
we'll-
now a word from our featured sponsor, Bin 39.
if wine is your love language, Bin 39 is your perfect match.
Tucked inside the charming St. George Inn, this iconic wine bar, crafted by the legendary grape guru himself, Irving Cass, this is downtown St. Augustine's best-kept secret, with over 90 rare boutique wines by the glass.
Whether you're a seasoned sommelier or just a wine-curious lassie, Irving and his team make every pour approachable, memorable, and fabulous. They have an extraordinary live music lineup as well as an incredible team to make your moment magical.
No idea what to order? That's okay. Just say, I'll have what Irving's having. Check them out today at bin39.wine. No, she got off grounding yesterday. All right, guys. So Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce had a $400 dinner date in West Palm. That's not a meal. That's a mortgage payment on a minivan? I don't know about that.
What? All right. They dined at Harry's, sipping on cocktails named Melina and Purple Rain. Okay. Because nothing says romance like vodka, passion fruit, and Prince references. Yeah, I love that.
So here's what I'll say. Look, I don't have a lot of dough, Raimi. But it's not difficult to go out and spend $400 at a fancy restaurant. I don't go into fancy restaurants often.
Okay.
But I can assume even at the Outback, if I take my kids, we're hitting $180, $200.
Yeah, that's usually the range, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and so we don't eat out a lot simply because of this. It's
They
expensive.
dined at Harry's? Was it Harry's Seafood in St. Augustine?
No, it was down
No.
in West Palm.
So what the paparazzi could get was the meal included these cocktails, an endive salad. What is this? What's cacao de pepe
I could spend
pasta?
$400 at a restaurant easily.
Cacao de pepe.
Lobster risotto. Come on. That's got to be pricey.
That's
Yummy!
easy.
Sounds
what a
delicious.
good meal they had. Those guys, you know what?
Perfect.
Live it up.
Right.
They
You
also
know?
had a Wagyu filet mignon.
Oh, your people.
Oh, my
Potato
people. And
puree.
you know, Wagyu is special. It's from a
Wagyu is
special
very
place.
special.
It only comes from the place in Japan,
Yeah.
or else it's not Wagyu.
Is that where they blindfold them before they slaughter them? What's
Oh,
that
can
one
we
called?
I
not?
don't know about that.
I forget what that. There's something called. Let me go while you're
Do
talking.
you eat
about
meat?
that.
I do, but I don't like to talk about it.
That's
Well, that's
unfortunate.
what they
If you're
do.
gonna eat the meat, you're gonna have to learn about the meats.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you to a slaughterhouse.
No, you're not.
Oh, it's very. Have you seen Temple Grandin?
Let's do
we
it.
learned all about it. And
Let's
they're-
do
and
it.
like how their like troughs are like really close, so it's like a hug before so it calms them down.
Oh yeah, you guys want to come with us to that? I'll make a
No,
video
I
of
won't
Meredith
go.
performing. She'll make her own steak from
Sign
cow.
on the
will not
spot.
go.
Sign on the
Dinner.
spot.
I will not go. I have a line, and that's it. I can't. I want to name every animal I see, and I can't do
I
that.
like to name the animal and then eat it and then thank it.
Kobe beef is what I'm talking
Thank
about.
you, Terry. You're delicious.
Okay, I can't. So we were just talking about this before the show.
Okay.
what's going to happen. Not if, I say when he proposes. We believe the internet's going to break.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be insane.
We want to know already what the ring is going to look like. And people are going to say, what do you care? I think just because it's been played up and hyped up for so long.
I have high expectations. It needs
Should it
to
be big?
out of this world.
I don't think Taylor's like, I think she was looking for more sentimental. Kind of like how your engagement ring is really sentimental. European cut is very important. I see her more of like a 3.5 carat to 4 carat Asher cut. It's a step faceted. It's like sort of like a rounded square. And it's, it's not super flashy, but so legendary and iconic.
A Roval?
Oh, Roval's gorgeous. Yeah, that's another really cool one. Did you look at a Roval?
I have a Roval.
Oh, Roval's awesome because that's very rare. It's like half oval, half round.
Wow.
But the resale value on that is insane. So yeah, hold on to that one. That's really good.
Well, this is not my original ring. So
It's
after our
beautiful.
20, I upgraded.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I upgraded. So
Good
we'll
for
be
you.
22
and
years
if you
married.
haven't
We
upgraded and
upgraded.
you're at home and you're thinking, I wish I would upgrade. I think
We
you should
upgraded
upgrade.
last year.
I think everyone should upgrade.
I say we. He didn't get anything. Per the usual.
Should be 2 rings.
Anyway, we're waiting to see what's going to happen with Taylor and
Yeah,
Travis.
I'm excited.
I think that they're a great pair. I wish them nothing but the best. Moving
Yeah.
on. Since you've been gone.
Yes.
Since you've been gone.
Kelly Clarkson might be pulling a full Since You've Been Gone moment on her talk show. Staffers are reportedly freaking out because she may leave in 2026 when her contract ends. I think she's already giving massive clues that she's leaving.
Yeah, I see this all over the place. Yeah.
She's having guest hosts constantly. She's
been
very
MIA
busy.
for a couple weeks.
She's very busy.
Yeah. NBC is already eyeing replacements like Hoda Kotb's name floating around there, but Hoda's like, not today, boo-boo, focusing on her wellness and time off from the Today Show.
Well,
So
she
it's
just
interesting.
quote unquote retired,
Right.
right? She just retired. But NBC is apparently exploring replacements, and Hoda is saying no, but people are saying yes, it's happening and it's a legit thing, and they're just trying to keep it hush. I don't know if it's
So,
true or not.
Going back to Kelly's, she took that 2-week hiatus in March. She's also balancing multiple commitments like the residency in Vegas that she's doing right now.
Oh, yeah. And I heard that is amazing.
Amazing.
Like out of this world.
The one thing I gotta say to other singers out there, if Kelly Clarkson covers your song, it's no longer your song. It's no
Oh.
longer your song. Kelly literally can do anything. She is literally
That's a hot take, baby.
amazing nature. Yeah.
Did you know that her show has won 22 daytime Emmys?
I had no idea about that. Was
I
that-
didn't really know she had a show. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, the
You
show's
didn't
really
know?
super cute.
It is
yeah.
cute.
But I don't really watch television.
Yeah.
So, despite the show being a success, the show it's extremely expensive to produce and has a very low profit margin.
Wow. What show? Can we have that budget?
I mean, well, we have a very low profit margin.
Definitely. It's the lowest in the history of broadcasting. It's definitely underneath the hell on earth. Yes,
So
we're there.
NBC does not want to let her go, but they know that in 2026, technically she can, but they're hoping to keep their hooks in her for special programming. Obviously, just considering the performer that she is.
Yeah.
I mean, because she does music on her show.
Yeah.
And
Good
it's
for her. I didn't know she was doing so much.
Yeah,
She-
she's doing a lot.
She is, and I kind of feel like for her, she
had a
needs
very
to take
expensive divorce.
she needs to take a step back from maybe some of these things and focus on what she really loves to do. And if it's that Vegas residency or those other things, I think that's what she needs to do.
Yeah, it's her music is the most
As
important.
Addie says, life is too short. YOLO,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
must
yeah,
you
yeah,
must
yeah,
enjoy and eat go to dinner and spend at least $400 for gosh darn sake.
So, Addie, you know who's not going to dinner right now? I'm
Who?
telling you, it's Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We had
no.
no idea that they've been living separate lives for nearly 25 years of marriage. Sources say that the 25-year-old age gap is finally catching up with them, and Catherine is thriving solo while Michael putters around the house.
Yeah, it's definitely getting a lot of people to buzz about this because he is definitely in retirement mode, and she's like, no, bish, I got act 2.
God, she looks amazing.
Yeah, she does. So
So that you're saying for 25 years they've been secretly living separately?
Yep.
You
Do
know,
you-
this is more common than we think.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, I feel like this
I
is
feel
pretty
like it
common.
is, Yeah.
And they say marriage is a business interaction at the end of the day.
true
Like
story.
it's a business.
It's a transaction.
Plan. Yeah, transaction. So I mean, I can understand some of this, like
Mm-hmm.
you gotta
Davey,
keep that
do some
business.
math.
Oh, good gracious.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
How long ago was 2013?
12 years ago.
Okay. So they separated for the first time in 2013. So the reports are that they have been living almost separately for those, how many years was that?
Say it again.
2013. Was it 12?
Yep, 13
So
years.
they've been living on at times separately for 12 years. They've been married for 25. He's 80. She's 55. I was waiting for your face.
I mean,
there it
I'm
is.
just- yeah.
He's 80.
Yeah.
She's 55.
Well,
That could be her daddy.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
and their kids are 24 and 22, both graduates of Brown University. They've not made an official statement, but I do think, it's becoming way more popular too now that people are actually being open about it. Separate bedrooms.
I know, and I think that's so good. I love that.
You're a proponent of separate bedrooms. Tell us why.
I think it's like, I'm not saying it's for everybody, but the idea that like you've got your own space, you can design your room how you want, and your husband or wife can design her room how she wants. And also, it's so cute that you can then invite each other to sleep over in each other's room.
I am all about this. Literally, I said, and God, I know this is sad, but after my partner passed away, I was like, my next separate bedrooms. 100%.
That's such a fun idea. And like, it's not like it kills the magic. I think if anything, it keeps it alive. It's like you get to stay young and have apartments forever in a way.
I
So
love
how do you
the
tell
idea.
how do you tell your spouse then that you don't want them to spend the night?
Well, I think that honestly that happens anyway, and people act like it makes separating so problematic. Like, go sleep on the couch. Well, how about I don't want to sleep next to you tonight, and it's all right, and I love you, but I'm
But
gonna
Tim
go.
Burton and
not.
Helena Bonham Carter did this too for years. Like literally, he had like his own wing, and she had her own wing. They had their common things like eating in the center, and then they would just go pop out. And actually, bringing it all home at St. Augustine, the Flagler Hotel is the same way. The women stayed in their women's corridors where we went to that women's luncheon, and then the men had their own area where they smoked cigars and did like manly butch things, and like they just handled that.
But then if they were married, they slept in the same hotel room.
No, they had separate quarters while they stayed at Flagler's hotel. They literally were separated. The women were like, it was like women's fun time to be with her lady friends. And this was in a vacation spot.
When
Men
did the
men things.
shaboinking happen?
Men did the shaboinking at the Flagler Hotel, which was our fancy whorehouse. Honestly, it's the truth.
So none
Yeah.
of them shaboinked their own wives on
Probably
vacation?
a reason.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say there's probably a little bit of a nefarious reason for the separation back then, right?
Absolutely,
It's
yeah.
like, honey, go hang out with the girls. I'm gonna go talk about boy things, but then
Right.
really you're just going somewhere where the women aren't allowed, and then you basically are bringing
Right.
probably prostitutes in.
Sleeping with some flapjack titties. Yeah,
grief.
exactly. But that was what it was like.
That
back
would
then.
not go
Yeah.
over well in
In the
marriage
party
counseling.
days of
Yeah.
St. Augustine.
Marriages though lasted a long time back then, so maybe there's something there.
Thriving in the unhappiness.
Had
My
to get
God.
married. Yeah. So congratulations, Catherine Zeta-Jones. Live your best life, child.
Well, we don't know if they're divorcing yet. It's just rumored at this point.
I
Well,
see you,
now
boo.
we know they're
Okay.
basically not even together, and she gets to keep that business going, so I'm all for it.
I know.
Wow.
Stay separated, stay married. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
do
saying?
You,
Okay.
boo, do you?
All right.
So now let's throw it over to Addie for the Reddit rundown.
All right. What do we got today? Where is it coming from?
It's my Reddit rundown. Matthias, did you push the button?
Push the button.
It says Reddit.
You gotta push it if you want.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, the
Push the
button.
button.
All right, y'all.
You pushed the button.
Today's story is from the subreddit Unpopular Opinion.
Ooh,
Right.
this will be interesting. Have we had one of these before?
I don't think so. I
so.
really don't think so. And I picked this one because I feel like you guys can give me some life advice right now too. And like everyone in the comments, please, we need to raise me. Everyone's raising me.
Okay.
That's how I
nice.
feel.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
practically a breast.
Yes.
Okay. That got weird.
So anyway, not being serious in your 20s is a recipe for failure.
Oh.
If there's one notion that is absolutely keeping people back, it's the idea that your 20s are somehow meant to be fun and exploratory. What's worse is that this is a very common piece of advice dished out by older adults, people whom these younger folk look up to for guidance. Almost everything in your life is determined by the time you hit 30. Your career prospects, your relationships, your health habits, your degree of financial responsibility, and your hobbies. Yes, you can change some of these later, but most people don't. And those who do face disadvantages and those who do face disadvantages and struggles, Yes, some people make it in their 50s, but those are exceptions to the rule and shouldn't constitute a model. I'm not advising anybody to suffer through 10 years of the rat race, but rather to take this period seriously and make calculated decisions. Don't study something you're interested in just for the heck of it. If you're really interested in something, invest your spare time in it. At least try it out in your spare time before committing to a BA, a bachelor's. Don't take 2 years off to find yourself in the jungles of Southeast Asia. Hunker down and get serious about your future first while maintaining a healthy balance with other activities you enjoy and areas of interest. And only once you figure that out, go and have extra fun by doing things off course. Isn't that a very strange one?
Very strange.
Like, it's interesting to me.
I don't even know if I should give advice on this because I was married by 23. I had my first at 25, and I had 3 by the time I was 30.
Yeah. So you were serious AF.
I don't know that there's a bone in my body that's like, relax, have fun, enjoy, explore. It's always about what's next.
But
what's
what would you advise because of your experience
Yeah,
then?
do you feel like you missed out on some things because you had, obviously you were married at such a young age?
I
or
don't.
Normal age, I guess. Was that
I don't, and I don't even know. Davey, Google, what's the average age people are getting married today? Like 2025. Do I feel like I missed out? No. My aha moment came for me in 2014 because
32.
32 is the average age.
So you were really young.
I mean, I have a hot take about how you were very serious young. And it's just that also, like, that was just young in general. Like, do you feel like you missed out on things because you hunkered down? So, like Davey's saying, like, that's young. Like, did you feel like you got to do you feel like you had the time to find yourself before you were then creating more people?
Here's what I'll tell you about finding yourself. I'm still looking for her on
you
days.
Still haven't found what you're looking for. Too.
I'm 44. I'll be 45 this year, and I can tell you that you evolve as a person constantly, consistently. And if you're not, then that's where I think you have problems. So, have I found myself? I think that we're always trying to look and once you become a mom, you play this weird game of hide and seek because like there are times where you don't get to be a person at all. You're literally just keeping other people alive. That's your sole job and responsibility on the planet.
That's what I was thinking about. I've never been a mom, but I have a mom, and I got to witness how for her, she didn't get to ever even understand it takes a level of knowing yourself to be able to understand that you're going to be someone that's ever changing and that you're going to have all this, right? But if you're raising children and keeping other humans alive before you even get to reflect on what being alive is, I think it can sometimes hinder your ability to have that to see that what you even just said.
But then moms bloom too. Like I'm looking at my mom, and she was like the epitome of like swim team mom, and then went into U.S. swimming and started to do these. It gave my talent, gave her an identity, and that gave her a purpose, and she loved it, and she grew from that, and that made her like super important in her world. And so like I feel like she kind of rebranded like Susan 2.0 when she had kids to like, oh my God, this is a new narrative. I don't think we're in control of anything in our lives.
Yeah.
I honestly think that there is like an invisible string pulling us to certain
I do
places.
believe that.
Like, I would have never have met you if we didn't have this incredible, insane opportunity.
It is crazy.
Us.
And we know that we were meant to meet, that invisible string that we're talking about, because me and you have met before when I worked at Carrabba's.
That's right. Chicken Brian
The
lady.
Chicken Brian.
Yes.
And it's just weird because we didn't know that till we sat here.
True story, yes.
And like, that's that invisible string, that universe thing that I really do believe in that. I really, really do. I love that you said that. I think that that's super true. And that's also what my opinion on this is that everyone has their own pace. And honestly, people are so fixated on rushing and working and thinking that that's going to change anything. But if you don't enjoy or live, you won't even be able to have those moments where you realize what you need or what will make you successful or what is that you don't get to have the good idea if there's no space for it because you're running a marathon every day. You need to have space for some of that growth and that. And I don't think it means like partying though. I do think there's a misconception that you're supposed to like get drunk in your 20s. I don't think that that's true. I love that for you, Davey. And a lot, my whole family is like that.
Yeah.
Like they did their 20s thing, and it's the college thing and whatever. And I know it's normal, but I really respect that about Muslim
normal.
culture. Even like if you look into other cultures, it's very not normal to drink. Drinking is like, why would you do that? It's just poison.
You're poisoning your body. It doesn't make any sense.
It's super interesting. So, do you guys want to hear some comments?
Well, hold on, because I have one thing, because I don't know that you guys will even know this, but my stick-up-ass uptightedness agree with you with invisible string. I don't think we have control over anything. I think that's probably why I look for it so often in places, is because I know honestly that it doesn't exist. So I try to control things when I feel like I have some semblance of it, but I don't actually believe that you can, right?
Yeah.
Like I absolutely believed in this whole like you're going to meet for whatever that's beyond your control type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was also given a gift in 2014 because I thought I was going to die. Like I was literally delivered news of if this tumor in your esophagus is cancer, you have 5% survival. So
Yeah.
I got to look at my life through the lens of
Holy crap.
I got married, I had these 3 kids,
Yeah.
but I could be dead at 34.
I love that you call that a gift because that really is a gift. Like,
It
I mean,
was.
it's not in the sense that I'm so grateful that you didn't die, but I mean,
Yeah,
even
me
beyond
too.
that, getting to have that reframing of mind is something that's hard to get to without such a traumatic experience.
But
sometimes.
that's why I call it a gift, because if
Yeah.
you don't get, like, I got an opportunity that a lot of people won't get until they're literally,
Too late.
it's too late. I got to completely change the course of my life, my
Yeah.
family's lives.
And that's what that invisible string intended for you. It said, you're going to need this little push off this cliff into this new safe land of happiness.
And now my son is switching the show. My husband is delivering linens.
Your daughter's cooking meals.
My daughter made me a 3-hour easy lemon chicken the other night.
Wow.
My feral youngest son is fishing somewhere, I would
I
assume.
love it.
But we would have never ended up here. We would have never met. You're welcome.
Wow.
So, some comments. Someone said, it's actually good to face some headwinds too. Grew up with basically no financial education. My dad worked at Home Depot. My mom put books back on shelves at the library. So naturally, I had credit card debt when I was in my early 20s. I can say that I had not gotten into trouble, I would not be as interested in personal finance. I can say that if I think they meant to say if I had not gotten into trouble, I would not be as interested in personal finance. I had not gotten interested in finance, I would have had less money today. It's actually good to F up, make mistakes, etc. As long as, like you say, it's non-surmountable,
Yeah.
i.e. get a good 10 to 15K in debt, not 150K trading GME options. Work your way out. See how hard it is to pay that off. See what you have to sacrifice, a trip or a gaming console launch to do so. Take a closer look at how much you're spending on alcohol or weed or whatever your vices are. These lessons sometimes only get learned the hard way.
I agree, but please don't get yourself into any debt. I think you
Yeah, I
just
wouldn't encourage
like
the
I
10
don't
to 15.
Yeah, I don't encourage.
Maybe
You
try
guys
to
just
find
do
the
like
idea.
a subtle 10 to 15.
No.
You know, it's fine.
It sounded like a Lido deck moment.
It was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
tossing that out there.
Yeah,
for
no,
everybody,
I
yeah.
feel like you could definitely. I think that kids in school should be taking a home ec class again. I think that they need to learn how to cook and do all of these things. I think kids should be taking a financial literacy class.
Okay, my
where they're
take on
learning-
a home ec is like, what do you learn at home now? What do you learn from your parents? Isn't that what you can learn from your parents? Or do we teach that in public schools?
Well, we used to teach it in public schools. It's gone, and now my kid is making 3-hour easy TikTok
yeah, but
chicken.
shouldn't you teach your kid how to make chicken?
Excuse me, I have enough to do.
There's YouTube.
There's
you can, You
YouTube.
can send her links.
Oh my
Listen,
god!
I got
people
news
out
for you,
here,
though.
people out here be having babies and saying, "I don't want to teach them."
Okay,
Watch the
you know
YouTube.
what?
I've been here yesterday, right? That
You
was
know
like
what?
Fun mom.
Just
Listen.
kidding. Matthias is back here working, so I'll give you 10 points.
Okay, but seriously, her chicken was really good.
So you taught her something.
I didn't teach her that. That was TikTok.
You taught her how to teach herself, and that's value.
I told her, go make me some food. 3 hours later, we had a meal.
That was amazing.
You
It
did
was.
it.
She did it. She did it. Then
You
she
did
told
it.
me, I will never cook again. This was too hard and it took too long.
Well, she picked a hard recipe. There
It
could be
was-
something easy
She'll
like
come back
peanut butter
around.
and jelly. Is so
She'll
fun.
come back around.
Peanut
Yeah.
butter and jelly is
Yeah, you
not
put little
fun.
Doritos in between.
Okay,
Oh, Addie is so good.
Davey,
It's
no.
delicious. I know. I'm a half male. So
I'm gonna
that's
have to take it. Just so you know, I always want to say David to you because of
My
obviously
mother
Schitt's
is
Creek.
beaming right now.
So
Yeah.
I might accidentally guys. Sorry
No,
if you
please
hate this,
do.
but I'm gonna be like David.
But you have to add an ew.
Ew, David.
I
Yeah.
have a shirt that says "Ew, David."
I
over it.
have the Ooh David
From
shirt.
from Target.
Yes,
So good.
I
Yes.
do. I could not buy it.
So good. Yes.
All right.
All right, so now we're going to get into our sponsor at Panache. If your skin needs a pick-me-up or your hair's feeling blah, it's time to treat yourself at Panache, located beachside in St. Augustine.
They've got everything from facials to blowouts, spa packages to the most relaxing massage packages of your life. Trust us, we've tried it all.
Panache is proud to align with Aveda's mission of ethical and sustainable business practices as well as its high fashion aesthetic. Go to getpanache.com and let's get with it, boo.
All right. So Dorothy Hoffner, a 104-year-old Chicagoan, made headlines by skydiving from 13,000 feet on October 1st, potentially setting a new world record.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Just over a week later. Oh, that's not amazing. She passed away peacefully in her sleep. Sorry, guys, I was reading. Her friend, Joe Canant, Joe Canant, hey Joey, is working to have her feat officially recognized, by your favorite, Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah, but here's the best part. She definitely felt like she had done all the things she wanted to do, and she passively pieced away on October the 9th. She was the first person to skydive at age 100 and then decided to jump again for pure enjoyment, not knowing that there was a record at 104.
Wow, that's incredible. During the flight, she hid in the lavatory and was discovered. Oh, wait,
No,
I'm on the
that's
wrong story. Wrong story.
I love
this. This lady got on a plane. She was an adrenaline junkie and ready to go. It was like Gone with the Wind when she fell out. The jaws were flapping and she felt the breeze in her hair.
So, but like, how long after the last jump then did she pass?
7 days.
Oh, it's like kind of close, but not too close to be like the
No,
reason.
it wasn't because of the
It
jump or
didn't
anything
correlate.
like that.
She
was
just had to get it out of
happy
her
and-
system.
Yeah.
This girl is a real legend.
So she never married.
Never.
She had formed close relationships in her life, referring to friends at her senior living community as her children and her grandchildren. She just did the things she wanted to do.
I love her.
She worked at the telephone company as a phone operator for 40 years.
Wow.
She had a sharp mind. She enjoyed trivia
just
nights.
did what she wanted, you know? She was
said-
like, you know what? I work for the monies and I live for the me.
And she said that age is a number, and she did. She made it to 104. That was
She's
her
like, I
number.
don't need no man.
No,
I don't
she
need
did
no
not. She needed
relationship.
no man.
Don't
I got me.
call me baby.
I
Oh.
love her.
Great
All right.
song. All right. This is the
Okay.
best story ever.
Oh, but wait. Answer in the comments. Is this news?
Oh, is it news?
Oh, is that
No.
news? It really isn't, but I like it.
Yeah, we like
So
it.
that's
It's
tricky.
endearing.
It's a feel good because she got to do all these wonderful
Where
things.
did it come from?
I don't know.
Meredith's.
We got to remember to write those down because I really like to consider it when I decide if something's
Oh,
good.
it
Oh,
was
the
news-
source?
it was Oddity News that I got
Okay,
it from.
all right, okay. So
So was
it's
that
probably not
HuffPost?
news.
Yes.
Because you know
HuffPost
how I
then.
am. If you had said AP or NPR, I would automatically divert to yes, it's
Yeah.
news. Because I just love
But this
them.
is
Hype.
Huff
I'm a hype
News.
girl for those.
How do you feel about Huff News?
Eh,
Huffington
no,
Post.
probably not news. Probably just attention grabbing.
Have you ever
Oh.
read The Onion? It's all
Yes, I think
like,
it's pretty good.
fake and funny, but it
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Well,
it's
pretty
good.
funny.
Just satire, yeah.
Yeah, it's super funny.
Satire.
Yeah, satire.
All
All right.
right.
Well, does anybody want to go next year as a group trip to the annual Cooper Hill cheese rolling event in Gloucestershire?
Yes.
Gloucestershire.
Yeah, because it just happened and it was intense.
Sounds cheesy. Picture this. People hurling themselves down a nearly vertical 200-yard hill chasing a 7-pound wheel of double Gloucestershire cheese. It's like dairy-infused episode of Jackass.
I would go just to watch people do it. I want to see.
You don't
that.
want to roll the cheese, though?
I don't want to participate.
Okay.
But I do want to see.
Just so you know, this came from the AP,
Mm-hmm.
and the event is known for its high risk of injuries,
Oh, the knees, yeah.
sprains, concussions, torn ligaments.
My
Can
heel.
you
There
imagine?
must be a huge,
They're
like,
probably drinking too.
Oh, I'm sure you're
So
drinking.
you're like,
but there has to be a form that you fill out saying I won't sue you. There
Oh.
has to be one
Oh,
of
like
those.
a waiver?
Yeah, a
Yes.
waiver.
They're very important. Huevos and waivers.
So thousands of people gather to watch each year, and the cheese can reach speeds of 70 miles an hour.
Oh, my God.
honestly, that's a lot. Do they run with a team? Do they have vehicles or vessels? They're just
Wow.
running?
German
No.
YouTuber Tom Kopke won the men's race for the second consecutive year, declaring this a triumph in pride.
Oh,
Yes.
congratulations.
And Ava Sender Logan from London won the women's race after tumbling multiple times and hitting her head during the descent.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's tough. It's tricky.
Yeah.
You're
That's
running
a
down a
hard
200-yard
task.
hill.
But she still won. That means she was top
Yeah,
heavy.
do you guys ever?
Wait.
Are you guys ever at the beach and like you kick the ball too far and you have to go get it and you're like, like
Yeah.
I have to get the ball.
No,
And
I
it's
don't
just
ever
going
kick
down the
children.
hill.
I don't
Yeah.
kick balls.
And the point being, I would never volunteer to do that.
You wouldn't
But
go
wait,
and get it? I was always the go-getter kind of guy.
I would go get it, but I'm always thinking, oh, this sucks. I'm chasing this ball down a hill.
But I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
understand what qualifies you as a winner. Do you actually catch the cheese or just get to the bottom of the hill first?
I think it's you catch the cheese.
Because if the cheese is going 70 miles an hour, I can guarantee you
not
nobody's
catching the
catching the
cheese.
I mean,
cheese.
they've
It's
been doing
scientifically
this
impossible.
For 200 years. Like, this has been going
isn't-
on since, like, colonial law.
I think maybe you don't catch it. Yeah, maybe it is just like if you get to the
Oh, I
bottom.
You
think
can't
you gotta
possibly
catch
catch.
it.
There's no way, Davey. It's not physically. It's not humanly possible.
Checking
So
right
it's
now.
basically
There's no
just a run.
Yourselves, you cheese specialists.
No, there's no way. I can tell you that I don't know math and I don't understand numbers, but anything that's going 70 miles an
Right.
hour down a hill, no person, a fucking cheetah,
must-
I know,
can't
right?
catch
It must
it.
be like a run, like a downhill run.
I've got the answer. The first
Okay.
person over the finish line at the bottom of the hill wins the cheese. So you don't have to catch the
I
cheese.
was going to say there's no way you could catch the
I
cheese.
thought
That
for
is
sure, catch the
brilliant.
cheese.
I actually
Okay.
might sign up for that now that I know I would win the
So
cheese.
they win the 7-pound wheel that they were chasing,
That
or
sounds-
all the cheese?
Yeah.
Because what on earth would you do with all
I'll
of
win
that
us
cheese?
the cheese, you guys. Let's do it.
Oh my
gosh.
God, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Next
I
year.
would watch for sure. For sure.
Let's
I
sign
wouldn't do
RJ
it.
up. He'll do it. RJ
Yes,
will do anything.
between me, RJ, and the Maritime team, we will
Oh,
win
what
the
if
cheese.
you got a relay?
Exactly.
Like, pass the cheese, pass the baton.
Something.
Exactly.
Something.
I need a relay, a little
That'll
relay
be hot.
action.
That'll be hot.
Something. So is it news?
Yes.
Yeah, 200 years. Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's from the AP, so.
Yeah.
I love how you were like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
200 years.
Loving it.
All right, and then our final is this news
Where I previewed it earlier.
where Davey previewed it earlier. Not the 104-year-old woman; she wasn't hiding in the lavatory, but a woman named Svetlana Dali bypassed JFK airport security, hid on a Delta flight going to Paris with no ticket, and then got caught.
So, yeah, we're going to take a little profile here. Meet Svetlana Dali, 57 years young, who
Yeah.
slipped past TSA, tagging along with an Air Europa crew, then blended in with boarding passengers and even hid in the lavatory in the crapper mid-flight.
What I don't understand is how do you get past the gate agent who's taking your
They were
ticket?
like going like a group, like it was like a herd, and she sort of just blended and weaved her way. I saw
so
the video.
she pretended to be crew?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like that moment where they're all kind of like before the
Was
tickets.
she dressed like them?
Yes. She
Oh
had
my
the same
gosh.
tone of
She
yeah.
had a plan.
She knew.
I
She
would
knew.
totally do this.
So she went into that side entrance that they let the gate because she didn't walk through the.
Yep. Smart. I mean, I want to know
Damn.
how many people have gotten away with this over the years. I think that's where the story is. Right?
Damn.
right? Like she was caught, but
Did she
somebody
get the snacks
wasn't.
or anything on the flight? She claimed she was fleeing poisoning threats in the U.S. and sought asylum in France. Oh, get out of here, dopey.
All right. So
Oh,
during the flight,
jeez.
she was restrained, given to French authorities, and then deported back to the U.S.
Oh my God! Back to poison.
They
So
said
there-
no.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
I would have at
she-
least wanted to just
This
be
is not her
left.
first time. She had prior incidents attempting to bypass security at other U.S. airports.
Oh my gosh.
She has. She's now facing 5 years in prison on a stowaway charge.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Was she ever convicted?
Yeah.
That feels like a lot.
Last month she was convicted.
With a
I'm-
maximum of 6 months in prison.
I'm
So they're
gonna
only
say
gonna give her
free-
6 months.
Free Svetlana. I'm not for that.
Free Svetlana. Well, why does she keep
Why?
trying to get on planes without
Well,
tickets?
I don't think it's fair to like break into the plane, but also like, what? You're gonna put someone in jail because they didn't want to pay for you guys for your big
No,
corporate monies?
it's
well, what would
not
you prefer?
about
What
the
would the punishment be then for you?
Just like tell her no and make sure she can't travel for like ever again or something.
like
Take her
ban her
passport for a
travel?
year.
So
I don't
wait,
know.
did
I feel
the
like
words-
restitution?
Did the words out of your did you literally just say just tell her no and to not do it again? Is that your idea of law and order? Just tell her no and she can't do it again.
That's the kind of law and order that I would like.
Oh my god.
when I
my
do
head
bad
is about
things.
to
Fair and
explode.
just. Yes. It's
My
very
head
Swedish
is going
of you.
to explode.
It's very Swedish.
That is very I don't know that the Swedes would say that. I like the
know.
Swedes, but I don't know. Good
Yeah.
grief
Oh my
at a
gosh.
Daway. That is when the mom voice
Last
comes in.
time you
What's your
abandoned
middle
her.
name?
Yes.
Oh my.
It starts with a B.
Brr.
Adaway Beatrix. What is it?
Beatrix, that's hilarious. Beth.
Adaway Beth. That is not how we do things here.
Beth.
Okay, I like it.
Yes, ma'am.
Beth. That's very southern.
Beth.
My mom wanted to be able to call me Addie Beth.
I like
that
Addie
is so
Beth.
cool. I do love that now.
forever.
Addie Beth, get your hiney over here.
That's
Exactly.
forever known now. All right, guys, but now it's time for the favorite game.
Yes!
We need music for Smash, Marry, Kill.
I'll be so happy to make a music tune for you.
Nope, not what I meant.
Man.
All right, so what do we have today? Who are we going to smash? Who are we going to marry? And who are we going to ghost?
Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
I really am not a huge fan of today's. It's like a weird one.
I hope they have a cucumber. Go ahead.
All
right,
right, put them on screen.
Do we have them on screen, though?
Because they're not going to know who they are anyway, except for one.
DJ Matthias, yeah.
So today we have voices that live rent-free in your head. So that first face you see there, that is Susan Bennett. She is the voice of Siri.
Oh, I did not know.
So that's
who
Siri.
she is. That's exactly who I
So
pictured
sometimes,
her to
guys,
be.
it's not all about looks and other things. Sometimes it's those voices that you like.
Yeah.
The voices in
So
my
think
head,
of
my
Siri.
doctor said I'm not supposed to do what they tell me to.
Yes, not those ones, the Siri
Okay.
one.
All right.
Then we also have James Earl Jones,
Duh.
the baritone behind Darth Vader and Mufasa. His voice could make a tax audit sound majestic.
Oh my
That is true.
And then obviously on the end, we've got Homer Simpson, the lovable oaf whose dope is etched into pop culture, endearing, but perhaps too much to handle daily.
From
I don't know.
Springfield.
From Springfield.
Yeah, Illinois.
Which, you know, The Simpsons is that show that predicts the future.
They are
It does.
pretty freakishly on point.
It's
Always.
so on
Like,
point.
who is on that team?
It's
yeah?
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I want to know some lottery numbers. Okay.
So yeah, guys, who would you smash? Who would you marry? Who would you ghost? Because sometimes it's not the face you remember, it's the voice that haunts your dreams, narrates your inner monologues, or yells "dope" when you mess up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna ghost Homer.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
100%.
choice. Couldn't do it.
Well,
He's too lazy for you.
I would be so annoyed
Because he's
by the
eating?
dope.
Yeah.
All
He's
the
like
time.
the worst husband of all time.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
dope. I'm gonna dope.
Marge is always like, Homie.
Right.
That's a really good
Yeah.
Marge.
So
Wow,
it's
that is
like
freakishly good.
Well, it's
Can you
just,
do that one more time?
Homie.
Yeah.
Do I have a new job now,
yeah,
guys?
that's really actually awesome.
That was good.
Well, I would be so annoyed. I would have to ghost that. I can't handle that.
Yeah, he's a total.
I'll smash Siri, one and done. But I think I gotta marry my guy here.
Yeah.
Because
There, you took my answer.
I'm sorry, but I just feel like that he could make anything sound like it's for whatever reason gonna be
agree.
okay.
And I think he's really classy and cool. And I could
Yeah.
picture like sitting down having a fancy cocktail with him. And, you know, like, I don't know, like something about his whole existence
fancy
feels very
cocktail.
classy.
yeah.
Very
Elevated.
Top tier.
As they
top
say.
of the
Top
line.
shelf. Yeah.
Level up.
shelf.
Top shelf.
Top of the
level
line.
up, level up, level up.
Alrighty.
That
I am
leaves you.
definitely smashing Homer.
Really?
Well, because I already did. And then I'm ghosting Siri Lady just because I can't. I'm a little bit more of an Alexa guy.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna marry Jamesy Poo. Yeah.
So
that
we all
voice.
had samesies on that,
Yeah,
though.
he could talk. No, you.
No,
said you were,
he
you were-
smashed Homer.
I smashed Homer. You said no.
We smashed Susan.
No,
Because
no.
he'd be feeding me a donut the entire time.
We all married the same person.
Oh, we
yeah.
married the
We
same
did
person.
all
all
marry.
married.
We
the
did
same-
marry
Listen
James.
with our
James is-
ears.
Jamesy.
James is marryable.
We listen with our ears, guys. I
Yeah.
have to say it every
I
time.
listen with my ass.
Oh,
Drive through twice.
this is why it's business up front and party in the back.
Can't
if you're
wait for
curious.
tomorrow.
We also have to put this out on all of our socials that people know to tune in at 9 instead of 8.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna
got
have to
some
make a
work to
TikTok.
do.
Yeah, that'll
We
be
have a
fun.
lot of TikToking.
Also, guys, I really want to hear who you guys would smash, marry, and
Yes.
ghost today because it's a weirdo one.
I love the
Marry,
comments. They're
ghost,
my
and
favorite.
smash,
Yeah, I'm very
marry.
excited to see. Yeah.
Homie, you're going to text Sunny to 904-227-4422 so you can stay connected to all things on the Sunny TV network.
Hey, don't forget Sunny TV on the Instagram. It's Sunny TV Network, but on Facebook it's Sunny TV, and on the TikTok it's Sunny TV.
That's so great.
Hey, we got to give a special shout out to all the sponsors that make this show incredibly possible. So shout out to.
STA Labs.
Hey, my honey. Hey, my lady. It's
Who else?
Ben 39 and Panache.
All right, so we will see you all tomorrow for the 2-hour block.
Can't wait.
Bye, guys.
Bye, booze.